OpenAI have released sites that have Webflow entangled up in the joy of it all.
Command AI.
More than 5 million people now use Codex every week. Codex started as a tool for software development, but is increasingly useful for more kinds of work. Non-developers, including analysts, marketers, operators, designers, researchers, investors, and bankers, make up about 20% overall of Codex users and are growing more than 3 times as fast as developers. The normies are getting involved, man. The normies are getting involved. Today, we're introducing new ways to do more work with Codex plugins, which is, we won't go over that, but it's plugins ecosystem, and a preview of the ability to create interactive sites and apps you can share with your workspace using a URL. So they're really gearing this towards the workforce, you know, the workers, blue collar workers, it's not for you and me, which is what I thought it was, but it ain't. It's for internal URLs. Inside of OpenAI, non-technical teams use Codex to build internal apps, prepare executive materials, create dashboards, and turn creative briefs into work that reflects the brand and design constraints. So this is the stuff they're sort of building. Oh, here's the sort of hype video. They've got it. So I think we all do this. I think we all, we certainly should be, and especially because we covered the unreasonable effectiveness of HTML. We all are building apps and dashboards to help us get our own work done in the workplace. And you might have seen there, it looked like just by tagging sites, it's able to then create that research that you've done or this, you know, whatever it is, and then, you know, build a ticket, build a revenue dashboard. Being able to post that as a private URL to share with your team is really expediting the communication within a workforce, which is pretty cool. And this is where it got interesting, because I saw this from Webflow. We're excited to partner with OpenAI Sites as we help bring the next generation of web creation to life. Web creation to life. This was probably maybe the same day as the layoffs, to be honest. So it was kind of weird seeing that, and I was like, what is going on? And then, yeah, reading this. So I can imagine for now, it's sort of like a testing ground. I don't think it's going to remain as an internal tool. I think what this probably means is that you'll build something and then you will just be able to publish it. It's like Lovable, I think. It's Lovable. Even though Lovable are mentioned here, they're working closely with these platforms. Codex is becoming the, what do they call it? Like a master app, like WeChat in China. Are they digging their own grave by partnering with OpenAI? You know, because people be like, well, I prefer to just work in OpenAI. Why should I pay for Lovable if I can just do exactly the same thing in OpenAI? So it's going to be really interesting to see how these two things come together, and what that looks like. All we've got for now is, like I say, that mention and then this tweet from Webflow. TBC on that one, guys, but it's still pretty cool. Sites are rolling out in preview for business and enterprise teams through Codex app. Enterprise admins can enable sites in the admin settings. If you've got access to this, let us know. Let us know what's going on. If you have any integrations with Webflow or Lovable or whatever, or it's strictly just sites at this point. I'm not part of an organization, so I can't tell you.
This is part of a larger conversation on my show, Command AI, which we stream live every single week. We discuss the news and all things related to AI in the world of design and web. Catch us next week and join in the banter.
Command AI.